Hey, good morning. I am Shailendra. I am co-founder and chief data scientist at Valiance. So one of our popular solutions is Wildlife AI. Wildlife AI has been very specifically built to reduce human-animal conflicts. Where one of the key success metrics has been how can I reduce human fatalities and livestock deaths? So that is the key concept we have roughly implemented in roughly 100 places across four different states. There has been a steep decline in number of actual human deaths that we've recorded over last 12 months or so. Uh, so that is the basic concept of wildlife eye. Second, one of the things that we made up, one of the key challenges when we were building this solution was the data networks, right? Especially in all these rural India, still the data network is a big challenge. So what we realized is we needed a technical breakthrough in image reconstruction specifically, where we can reduce the data consumption multifold. Just to give you an example, when we did our first pilot POCs or MVPs, the data consumption was in tune of roughly 150 GB per day on a single site, right? Which is almost uneconomical to run in a operational cost of an environment. So our team made some breakthroughs using edge analytics, AI, image reconstruction, and that is where we have come down to a monthly or a daily consumption of less than 3 GB per day. So that's a very significant reduction in terms of data consumption. So that has been one of the critical challenges that we solved. Again, followed by some challenges on the side of AI, especially when we look at building any model, right? Especially the context of identifying a wildlife in a setting where the lighting conditions would vary, the day conditions would vary. So we had to create a plethora of model garden, right? Which would pick up a specific anomaly detector of what type of a model should I run. It's not one generic model that could run 24 hours a day. So one of the asks that we were also trying to solve is not just identify a species, but can I also identify a unique animal? So whether I can identify a unique tiger? If yes, we were able to look at the historical background of the tiger and then send out alerts. So basically, what I'm saying is we can calculate the probability of a conflict of a specific tiger with livestock or humans, right? And that triggered a chain of alarms, both digital as well as physical alerts in terms of hooters, in terms of public announcement systems. Now we have also incorporated something known as a public incident app, especially in a urban setting. When we talk about wildlife, there are a lot of innovations that will actually help our industry in general, right? Not just outside the scope of the current project. So when I talk about a lot of data reduction, I talk about a lot of image reconstruction, now we have also started creating vertical solutions around security, specifically defense, homeland security, stuff like that, right? Uh, just imagine, let's say, if I have to build a security apparatus involving 10,000 cameras, it's almost impossible to ingest that type of a data, right? It's almost impossible. So that is where a lot of innovations that we did, and we are covered by patents, right? So that innovations around image reconstruction, data reduction would come in very handy, especially in our plethora of model garden, what we say as a model library would also come in handy. So that is one biggest innovation that I think would be our contribution to AI as a society. I would also like to share my learning and how others can pick it from this, right? How to create a successful product or a journey. One of the biggest things that I've learned is finding an anchor customer, creating a MVP, do a POC in a near real time environment, right? Because a lot of things that we are actually doing in the lab, when it comes on field, a lot of stuff fails, right? Whether it is algorithms, whether it is connectivity, everything, right? So one of my biggest suggestion is to not go for 100% for a perfect product. It never happens, right? Find an anchor customer, go do a POC, try it doing a POC in multiple environments, and then start maturing your product. Apart from that, I would also say startups should actively look at creating IPs that can become a moat, that can be very tightly held by IPs and so on. So we should build that culture of creating IPs, filing patents that can be defended against. I think these are my learnings over my wildlife eye project.